I'd say two things. That's a really good basketball team. Really, really good basketball team from top to bottom. And you know why they're #1 in the country. And obviously Valentine back definitely inspired them. And Forbes, really set the tone, I felt like, for the first 20 minutes. He was unbelievable. We have to continue to get better. Obviously, we have a lot of young guys out there playing against men, and we got to learn from this. We got to watch film. It's no time to panic or overreact. We got to watch this tape and try to get better from it in every facet, because I felt like Michigan State beat us in every facet, and we had 3 of the greatest practices. They were tough. They were physical practices. They were great, but still no match for a great veteran team like Michigan State, with Forbes, Valentine, Harris, Costello, and Schilling. They did some great things today. So we'll learn from this. We'll get better. Our younger guys got to grow up. I keep telling them that it's a process, to embrace this process and learn from it. And see Michigan State's defense was very difficult on us because we didn't do the little things. We didn't set good screens. We didn't set up our men. Something that we've been working on for all season, but really the last 3 days as well. So we're going to learn from this. We're going to pick ourselves back up. It's going to be one of those years we're going to be up, we're going to be up, we're going to be up, we're going to be down. And that's okay as long as we continue the process of getting better and get these younger guys a good minutes and show them what it is to be a Penn State basketball player and how to play in the Big Ten.
Forbes, Valentine, and Harris, that trio offensively, how tricky is that? I mean, Harris now kind of rolling, having Valentine back to defend and deal with those 3.
Yeah, really hard, right? When those 3 are back, because you got a lot of guys who can make threes. Again, we're not doing a great job covering that line. And, I'll dissect the film again. I've dissected Minnesota. We got to cover that 3-point line. But those 3 guys together, once Denzel gets back in shape and plays more minutes, that's a scary team. There's so many options. And you know what? I don't think Costello gets enough credit, or Schilling for that matter. Those guys do exactly what they're told to do. Rim run as hard as you can. Man, they rim run. Set powerful, tough screens. Man, they set tough screens. They do exactly what Coach Izzo wants them to do. And they don't receive the hype, they don't receive the glory, they don't receive the press, the headings on the press, but they deserve it, because the things that they do they're probably not in the box score. The little things that they do. And defensively, if they make a mistake, because they really didn't defensively today, if they did, they clean it up for them. That's something. That's a big time team right there.
When you fall behind by 13 in the first half, midway through, how much of a hole is that against this team? I mean, you've come back against some other teams, but when they have so many weapons.
Yeah, now you're taking chances. We're taking chances. Shep and BT are taking probably ill-advised shots where, the last game we moved the ball, we had 15 assists. Now, we have to make some shots too. But we didn't have many open ones. I'll give Michigan State credit, but when we did, you have to make them count. And the thing that hurt us on that run when they're up 13, we have to make our free throws. We got ourselves to the free throw line early in the first half when we came away empty. And we had our big guns went to the free throw line. We missed the front ends of 1-on-1. And when you're struggling to score and they're as good as they are, you have to make free throws in that situation.
Reeves only 4 minutes in the first half. Was something there, or did you just like the way that Devin was playing?
You know what, Devin Foster, watching the film from last year, Devin Foster played great against him last year. He's older. He's a better understanding of our rotations. He's a big, thick, physical kid. I just felt like playing him was the right decision in this situation, and get Shep off the ball. We were struggling to score. So I had to make my adjustments where Devin's going to serve it up for these guys, and Shep and BT and Peyton and Davis will have more opportunities to score the basketball. So not really anything Josh is doing. He is young. And they're older. So I'm going to give him those minutes. He played a little bit more in the last 10 in the second half, but he's got to continue to get better and continue to learn, and that's what we're doing with him.
Coach, it's one thing to play a good team, but when you play a team like Michigan State that's really pretty selfless, as long as the team's doing it, they don't care. How much more difficult is that as a coach to game plan against?
Yeah, we tried for 3.5 days to get a great understanding, and being here 5 years now, I have a very good understanding of what Coach Izzo likes to do, and it still doesn't matter. It's like Vince Lombardi, we're going to sweep right, try to stop it. Doesn't matter, we're sweeping right. You're not stopping it because we have so many weapons and everybody's bought into their role. You know, it makes it that more difficult because if you do a good job and you do take the first and second option away, they don't care. They know exactly what the third and fourth and fifth option are going to be, and they go to it. And they're comfortable doing it, and they do it very well.
You mentioned some of the little things offensively. Is anything else jump out that you think the guys can learn from this?
We need to do, I call it 95. 5% of the game shooting and having the ball in your hands. The other 95, you don't have the ball in your hands. So what are you going to do to work on the 95? You're going to screen hard, you're going to cut hard, you're going to set your men up, are you going to be selfless, you're going to make the extra pass, the hockey assist as we call it, are you going to do those things? On the defensive end, you're going to rotate, you're going to be a great teammate. So we got to work on the 95. And I think that's what Michigan State does a good job of. So we'll watch what they do and try to get better off of those situations. We have a lot of room for growth. As I said to you guys, we got to continue to embrace the process of getting better. We're playing a ton of sophomores and freshmen right now, and they got to continue just to being bought in and doing everything they can to be coachable. This game's over now. I'll watch it because that's what I do and that's what I'm supposed to do. But as far as they're concerned, we're over. This is gone. Next game. And we're going to be on a little bit of a roller coaster this year, but we just got to stay together.
Julian showed some nice flashes on the offensive end, and he was able to get to the line too 7 times tonight. How do you keep trying to get him involved?
Yeah, you know, Julian's such a talent. Again, he's young, he's a sophomore, he's on a little bit of a roller coaster. It was nice to see him break out today. I'd like to see some consistency from him. To give his teammates the confidence to continue playing at a high level. My concern with him is on the defensive end. He still has to get a better understanding of the rotations and what we need from him in the blocking out and little things like that to make us a better team. It really hurts us that Jordan Dickerson only played 7 minutes. It hurts us. He cleans up everything. And he's the mother hen out there. He cleans up all the mistakes of these younger guys. That's why he beat Minnesota. I think he played 26 minutes. I think I'm correct with that. And that's why you win, especially him at the end of the game. He did a great job last game. So for him to only be out there 7 minutes, that's not a great recipe for us right now where our younger guys are.
What did you, when you talk to the team after the game, what do you kind of see in their eyes after a game like this? I mean,
disappointment. You know, when you're 18, 19 years old, 18 to 22, you know, you want to play the best game of your life against the best team in the country. And I felt like we played like that. I felt like we did that, like, little selfish and not helping each other out a little bit more. We're kind of into not making shots. And when I always say your defense dictate your offense, right? Your offense shouldn't dictate your defense. And I felt like the younger guys, that's what happened. And some of our older guys too. So we got to learn from that. You know, we never punch back. I've been using a lot of boxing terminologies. And we never stayed in the middle of the ring. We ended up on the ropes. And we got to somehow, some way, Michigan State, we have to punch back. And we can't go internal. We can't worry about how we look. We can't worry that we're not making shots. Try to be great teammates. Try to be selfless. Stick to the game plan. I didn't yell. I didn't scream. This is a long season. You know, I talked to them about the Redskins and what they have been through early in the season and where they are today. I said, long season. This game is over. Put it behind us. No excuses, no pointing fingers. Stay together. Let's move on now and start preparing for Purdue. That's what we have to do and get better.